I mean, yeah, you're just gonna give us animals, and we'll just look them up on Wikipedia.
Okay, I can do that. I think I've got the. You know what? We'll just do the
We'll
God
just
honest.
do
You
it.
give me the
We'll
number,
do
and
it
I'll do the
live.
real animal. We'll do it live. All right. I'm playing the music.
We'd love if you shouted out our podcast blank, and then they go on to explain the podcast.
Okay, tournament time. What do we do here on tournament style? Well, I'll tell you what we do here.
I didn't know Macintosh was an Apple until last week's episode.
Shut up.
All right, fine. It's called tournament style. Are you happy? The podcast it's a two-man comedic show where we host a tournament every week and figure out the best thing in any given category.
All Fantasy Everything meets The Goat Show, a.k.a. the perfect podcast.
Written by Guillermo and Austin, two listeners from, you'll never guess,
Buffalo.
Austin, if you can.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm glad you played it in its entirety. It deserved it. Wow.
Hold on, there's
Fucking
4 more minutes. I accidentally made it
I'd
quiet.
listen. That'd be fun.
Hello.
How much content are we leaving on the table?
What
man? You haven't even said what I was gonna. You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
What do you want, man? Just go.
How much content are we leaving off the table by not showing just the intro portion, the video, like what's going on during the theme song? People need to see this.
It does
honestly,
feel like
it's my fault, but you know,
it does feel like we should be putting out some type of video content for this. But
yeah.
I was actually going to ask when I started this, what are you wearing?
Oh my god, in all of the excitement about the tournament, I forgot that I'm wearing lederhosen. I also have a hat.
Why are you wearing
a very sexy hat, if I may add?
It's a fedora.
It's not a fedora.
That's clearly a fedora.
It's a Deutsche fedora.
It's a fedora with a feather in it.
Do fedoras have feathers innately? No. Do little semantics and details like that matter? For this tournament and this episode, they sure do.
So why are you wearing lederhosen?
What do you mean?
That can't be your normal. Did you go to work in that?
Sure did. I spoke German all day.
No way.
Yeah. I danced around. I did a little dance. I even did a dance pre-episode that, God willing, someone sees one day.
You did.
It was great. No, do I get into the real reason, or I kept the bit going? I need directing here.
Hello and welcome to Tournament Style. We do a tournament every week. I'm your host, Austin. He's Guillermo. Guillermo, why are you wearing lederhosen?
Actually, I do, before I answer, want to go back and amend something that today's episode is a little bit less of a tournament and more just kind of like facts.
Well, we're going to tournament those facts, so that's fine.
Facts.
It's
in
still
an attempt
tournament.
to prove that we can tournament anything.
That's right.
Spitefully, or not spite. What's the word? Spiteful, almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Defiant, I think, is what I was. That's a word. Gonna plug a little thing I do here in Austin, Classical Trivia Nights. This month, I don't know when you're listening to this. Surely this has happened already, but this month we're doing Bachtober, a little bit of a Oktoberfest / Bach of the JS variety variation.
That's funny because that's the theme month for our podcast. October
it's Bachtober. We're just like, we're tournamenting all the Bach fugues, like which one's the best.
That's right.
And
I totally know what that means as well.
A fugue? So. You vamp a little bit.
That's a state, right?
Fugue?
Yeah, you ever been in a fugue state?
Oh, that's good. I like. Hold on a minute. Oh, I don't have the drum kick. Put in a drum kick here.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. So you're just like that for your trivia nights because Bach was famously wore lederhosen. How do you pronounce it?
Lederhosen, I would say, is pretty close. Yeah, It's the closed E, the A sound.
Right.
Lederhosen. Lederhosen. Wait a minute. This isn't cultural appropriation, is it? You
To
you just
Germans?
ruined my entire trivia night. Am
I
I
didn't
allowed to
do-
wear
I didn't do
lederhosen?
anything, man.
What the hell did you do?
Are you
No.
part German?
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Also, not to be
Is it
offensive,
cultural?
but can you culturally appropriate? I feel like we've had this discussion before, right? That it's
Oh,
like,
about like if it's French people, it's probably fine.
yeah, if it's a white European country.
Is it cultural appropriation to wear? Oh, hold on. I typed leather pants, which actually is the translation of lederhosen.
Is that true?
It is
Hosen
true.
is pants?
I believe so.
No, that's leather, if you could believe it or not.
Yeah. No, the typical Bavarian lederhosen are worn by
Oh,
actual
Bavarian.
Bavarians. Yeah, South Germany. Mostly for tourist shows, but also for real use. But nobody would be offended if anybody else would wear them.
Nobody would be offended.
Straight from Google,
I
folks.
love that, yeah.
And they're I'm just gonna go with that and not ask any more questions. I think. Look at the hat; it's so cute. I have to take my headphones off on them.
It's a fedora.
I can't hear you.
For the
I'm assuming that
people-
you're talking about how cute the hat looks.
For the people listening, he's wearing a very cute fedora that he looks cute in.
Okay, I'm back. I'm excited how we're gonna tie all this into the tournament today.
I don't think we are.
We're not even
To
gonna
be
try.
honest. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we saw each other recently.
We did.
Yeah,
Bar crawl.
that's right.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun. Another fun costumed event. Do we want to talk about that?
If you would like to.
Let me set the scene here. For my partners, should I say the age?
Are you asking me?
Let's just. I'll say a fake age. 19th birthday.
That's you
wait.
can't. That's way worse.
What?
That's way.
Okay, fine.
can't
45th
lie.
birthday. No, it's a fake. I said it's fake. I said it's not a real
It's
birthday.
still bad. You still
What?
shouldn't do it. You
It's
still
not
shouldn't do
real.
it.
What? I'm so confused. Fine. For my partner's 69th birthday. Well, it doesn't make sense actually. 'cause
That
of the
doesn't
theme
make
of the
sense.
birthday
You're
call.
right. Yeah.
Let's just say my partner turned from one age to another.
Yeah. Right.
And they wanted to so that's turning into a little bit of a tradition to do a themed bar crawl. My partner loves costumes, which is why I'm wearing this lederhosen. And the theme for this year was only grands. So everyone dressed up as an old time. Is this
Appropriate. You're learning every costume is an appropriation thing.
yeah, are we allowed to wear costumes? Is this offensive to old people? No, I feel like it was fine. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people came up to us and they were like, this is such a fun. Also, apparently this has been a trend in the bachelorette party community. So I thought when I discovered that, I thought that was interesting. But we dressed up as old timers, and we went out and did a little bar crawl here in the city, and Austin showed up 7 hours late.
So I'm gonna give a little exercise to the people. Okay.
What?
You're having a birthday, a bar crawl for your birthday. If someone got, think about what time you would have it at, and think about if someone got there around 9:30. Think about like how that would work, right? Like that sounds fine. That sounds early even.
We definitely felt bad that you got there and we were calling it. We definitely
I don't. You shouldn't feel bad. We were only planning to be there like around not too late anyway.
Yeah.
But you all started at 5, which that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. But
and tried to go pretty slow, but I think it just was a fun night, and I think a lot of people were Yeah, had
I
called
think
it
that was
around
kind of our
that time.
plan, was that we would get there so that y'all would feel bad for us and not the other way around, that we got
I
there
know.
late for a
N-
thing. You know what I
Now
mean?
we feel like we owe you.
Right, exactly.
But really appreciated that you were in costume.
That's
So that
true.
was really nice of y'all
I went to
to show
Target
up.
and
And
bought a wig right
are you
before we got.
serious?
Yeah, that's
Oh
all
my
I did.
god! Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was $10. Totally fine.
Oh wow. Okay. Are you
Yeah.
gonna reappropriate the wig?
Probably not, but I do have it.
Oh,
So yeah.
all right.
I
Well,
love a theme party. It was fun to
we
see all the pictures of all y'all. And you
yeah. Mhm.
spray painted your hair, or how did that work?
Yeah, I did. I put the white spray paint in it. So yeah, I wish I had done it a little bit more, but that's pretty much what it was. It was fun.
No,
Put
I
some
think it
gray in
looked
my
good.
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are gonna go as like Lord of the Rings characters for Halloween, so you could use the wig as like a Gandalf thing.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. I don't think I have the
Yeah.
height for Gandalf. I think I would be more
Oh.
suited for a hobbit.
Well, we're all gonna be hobbits.
Oh, I was about to guess who you were gonna be.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to? Oh, you can guess.
Well, you kind of. I was gonna guess Vigo. I was
You have
gonna
a-
guess.
Oh, that would be fun to be a Vigo. Yeah. To
Yeah,
be
yeah.
an
But now that you
Aragorn.
say, if you are a hobbit, you have to
Yeah,
be
which hobbit?
Samwise.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. And my partner's gonna be Frodo.
No, that works. It's
Um,
canonically accurate that they loved each other. So
That's right. But yeah, that's the last time I think we saw each other, right?
ACL, we met up. We saw Kingfish together.
You're lying. You're lying. Also, I'm just thinking about when will this episode come out? Like,
who cares?
We
man?
probably have hung out at least
January,
3 or 4
who
times.
knows?
We've hung out at least 14 or 15 times since then. Just jot that one down. Do you win a ACL debriefing, even if it's a little bit late for some people?
Yeah,
it was yesterday. Like, as of recording, it was this past.
Did you go all 3 days, or
did go all 3 days? Yeah.
Nice. How was that?
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun. I think I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed last year.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think there was a lot more bands I wanted to see. I think the weather was better, and
the weather was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
It was still really a little hot, but compared to last year,
a world of difference.
Yeah.
If you know Texas weather, it's a big makes a big deal just being under 100, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then and this time we like took some chairs, which was kind of a game changer for a lot of stuff.
I think that's the move around this age. Yeah.
Yeah. You went Saturday. What did you see on Saturday?
Yeah, I was gonna ask maybe like best performance, or like maybe like a dark horse that was like way better than you expected, sort of type thing. I would say Saturday was super fun. I'm going all 3 days next weekend, and then I went Saturday, so I'm going 4 days. But I really enjoyed going one of the day out of the week. Like, it was very not stressful at all. Like, I was dead tired at the end of it, but I was totally okay because the next day I could just sleep in.
Nice. Yeah.
No,
I could totally see that.
Again. Super fun. Enjoyed a lot of the acts. I mean, that's why we got the 1 day, is to see Shania Twain.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mainly because she was only going to the weekend one, and then seeing bands that are also on Saturday that we could see different ones on the next Saturday. So that's going to be cool. But this, I had never heard Noah Khan before.
Oh, okay.
But
I heard
I went to his show. He was awesome. Yeah, so that was super cool.
What kind of music? Pop, rap,
folk
rock
music
stuff? Folk music. Very cool.
Yeah,
I love me some folk. Look at me, dressed in folk attire.
Yeah, he called himself Folk Malone. So that was
oh yeah.
What's up?
I was gonna say Post Malone's done some folk music.
Yeah, I think he has a song with Posty, so that's cool.
Oh, okay, cool. I could see that.
But yeah, Shania was awesome. Alanis Morissette was cool. Rina
I did see.
Sawayama.
I saw Alanis Morissette, and then literally the opposite band everyone else in the world was seeing. I like that. If there was a band you were seeing at one time, I was at another stage.
Right.
I actually if I can start here, I think my favorite performance, which I was blown away by, was the Foo Fighters.
Oh, nice.
It helps that I'm a big rock guy, but I'm not a diehard Foo Fighters fan.
Right, yeah.
I have a newfound respect. I can see why Foo Fighter fans are diehard.
For sure, yeah.
Dave Grohl has a presence. He's an icon and just is like he's a real rock star. Like he just is. He knows the music. He loves it. He breathes it. He sweats it. Like it's just he was amazing on stage, just going nuts. And then of course they played all the Foo Fighter bangers, which was awesome. So that performance really blew me away. I was disappointed by the Mars Volta. Didn't enjoy their sound as much. They're one of my top favorite bands. I mean, I like that
for sure.
I'd say between my top 5 and 10, they're up there somewhere in that list. Missed Portugal the Man.
I was about to ask, was Portugal the Man good?
I tried to see them, and I had like a work meeting on Friday, and then I couldn't make it out there in time, so I just chilled until whatever I watched on Friday. Chris Stone, Kingfish Ingram, best young blues guitar player out there, period. He's spotless, just crazy, beautiful voice. His guitar playing is impeccable. Taj Sultana, a super special musician. She just doing so much creative stuff, looping and then with a band, and she played guitar, bass, drums, trumpet, saxophone,
That's awesome.
like some synth pad shit, keyboard, and sang. Like I have 8 fingers up. Like she just did everything.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It was all tasteful. It was all good. She was awesome. And then Alanis Morissette was really fun. Yeah, and those are the main ones I wanted to see. So it was very successful for me. Kendrick Lamar was really cool. He's late, but we did get a drone show. Yeah, so that was really funny. Yeah, it was funny because they like launched the drone show, and we kind of thought it was Kendrick, but it ended up being just an ACL thing.
Oh, interesting.
And I've been wondering where we've been talking about, like, did they just do that to like, hey, stall? He's not here to stall. Yeah.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
And I just imagine like some person has a button that's like, he's not here. Launch the drones.
Dude, there were a ton of drones at ACL like the whole weekend. It felt like
every stage had like 4 or 5 drones like zooming around. No, for sure. But that was like my experience.
That's cool. Okay, I don't know if you said, because I know you said you were blown away, but did you say best or your favorite performance of the weekend?
My favorite ended up being the Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. Okay, nice, yeah. Cool.
I did. Dave Grohl for sure.
So we'll do. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I did catch the second half of the 30 Seconds for Mars set.
Oh yeah.
So I missed. Well, I don't want to give spoilers to people going next week.
This will be out after. You're fine.
I missed him jumping off the top of the stage.
I heard, yeah.
And yeah, I guess it's kind of everywhere, right? And wait, when is this coming out? Anyway, but I did get to see Matthew McConaughey, so that was.
This
fun.
Is coming out the 17th.
Yeah, that works for me. My schedule, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm going to all the days next weekend, so we'll have a tournament for ACL probably.
Very cool.
After
Sounds
that.
Fun. Cool.
Do you want to get into the segment?
Boy, do I.
The segment today is Animal Corner. Yay! And we've only done this segment once this year. Since we started doing segments, like official segments. Basically we're gonna each get an animal and then look at Wikipedia and then talk to the audience about that animal and just learn. We're just gonna learn with each other. It's just gonna be a fun time. You do
Honestly,
have an animal
the next
on your
40
chest.
minutes, so buckle down. I do.
Yeah, kind of an apt animal for today if you think about it.
What is it?
Looks like a deer.
I kind of doesn't look like that to me.
Looks like a reindeer to me.
Really? Okay, if you say so. Oh, this part. Yeah, that's got to be like some kind of elk or something.
Some sort of giraffe.
Yeah. That's funny. I just got these. I didn't even notice there was an animal on them.
Would you like to give me Or would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You talk about your animal first, and so you're gonna give me a number, and I'll give you the animal. Is that
Sure.
fair?
Like, is there a number? Do you have like a range?
One to 100. Sorry,
1 to 100.
there's only 100 animals. Austin. It's a dumb question for you to ask.
I will do. Let's do 19, the same age as your girlfriend.
Oh no! Don't say that. You're getting the kookaburra. Before you Google this, what type of animal do you think this is? A kookaburra.
That sounds like a rodent to me.
Okay. All right. Well,
How do I spell that?
Kook.
Oh, okay. I'm already. Oh, kookaburra. Oh, it's a bird.
Yes, sure is.
Okay, I was totally wrong. Okay, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Kookaburra, pronounced, and then it has the pronunciation, but I think we're right before I have to like look at all these. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. Kookaburra is a terrestrial tree kingfishers native to Australia and New Guinea. So they're a bird. The loud, distinctive call of the laughing kookaburra is widely used as a stock sound effect in situations that involve an Australian bush setting or tropical jungle, especially in older movies. So in old movies, you've probably heard. It's like a laughing.
You keep going, and I'm gonna see if I can pull this out.
Yeah, go ahead. Try and get it on there. The name is a loan word from some sort of native Australian language, it looks like. And it's the onomatopoeic, like the onomatopoeia of its call.
That sounds right.
So it's named after like its crazy laugh.
Kookaburra. That's what it sounds like.
That was pretty good.
That's what it sounds. Look, I listened to the video. That's it. Kookaburra. It's literally exactly what it sounds like.
Kookaburras are sexually dimorphic.
Say again.
Sexual dimorphism is the condition where sexes of the same species exhibit different morphological characteristics, particularly characteristics not directly involved in reproduction.
You're gonna have to explain that one to me like I'm 5.
So
We might need to pause.
I don't even think I can. How am I supposed to get that sound on there? You gotta keep it on your thing so I can go in and record it. You died.
Wait, keep what?
That sound that you just played.
Yeah, it's on the soundboard.
I don't get the soundboard, but it's fine. Yeah, keep it on the soundboard and I can get it.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I spit coffee everywhere and inhaled a bunch.
You played the kookaburra and died laughing.
Oh, yeah. If you might need to do both animals, but keep going.
I mean that's pretty much it. They're used in. I mean that laughter is the main thing about them. Is where you hear that. Let me see. It doesn't look like they're used in a ton of pop culture besides that laugh and their call. Not like they're not like a mascot for anything. It doesn't look like.
You mean like a sports
team? Or at
team?
least not in like the U. Are you dying?
It hurts. Yeah.
In Australia, an Australian coin known as the silver kookaburra. So it's on like money over there.
Currency.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it my turn?
Last fun fact about it is the Australian band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard features the Kookaburras call in their songs Doom City.
You know, one time I sent you a Zencaster link that had that band's name as the title.
What happened to you?
I
You have coffee in your lungs.
I inhaled a bunch of coffee. I don't even know how this works. Do I die? Like, what happens?
You turn upside down and be on your head so the coffee will fall out of your lungs.
That can't be right.
That's completely right.
We'll have to wait till this tournament is over. All right, give me a number for my animal.
Wait, I give you a number?
Yeah, because I can see that.
You're going to do number 91, the opposite of 19.
Oh my gosh. That's not how that works. There's coffee all over my monitor. Oh, the woodpecker. As in Woody. Woodpecker. Woodpeckers. It hurts so much.
Just give us the bullet points.
I'm trying, man. Woodpeckers are part of the bird family Piccidae, which also includes the piculets, the wirenecks, and sapsuckers. Members of this family are found worldwide, except for Australia. So the opposite as the kookaburra.
Yeah.
Except for Australia.
Kind of like the numbers.
Don't agree with that, man. Except for Australia, New Guinea, New Zealand, Madagascar, and the extreme polar regions. Let's get into some general characteristics here. Some of the largest woodpeckers can be more than 50 centimeters in length.
Centimeters?
20 inches, I mean. The largest surviving species is the great slatty. I think Wikipedia misspelled salty.
Can I ask a question?
Salty. Sure, man. Go ahead.
How does it peck the wood? Like what's its nose made out of?
I'm learning at the same rate that you and the audience.
Yeah, but skip this part.
Know.
I want to know about the woodpecking part.
I wanted to tell you about the general characteristics. Okay, hold on. Let me.
No. Everyone knows. The only thing interesting about it is the part that it pecks wood, right?
I'm pretty sure that's pretty self-explanatory. All right, diet.
But like,
feeding.
How does its nose withstand it? No, not what it eats. I want to know how.
What?
Like how
it eats the wood.
It doesn't eat wood.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna just let me.
Like, what is its fucking
we're on the
skull
diet
made out
now,
of?
man.
You know?
What do you fucking bone? What do you mean?
So then, how does it pick the wood?
With its beak. What do you mean?
But not every bird can do that. That's right.
Yeah, because they're not woodpeckers. I'm sorry. There's a disconnect here that I'm not getting.
Fine,
it.
tell us what it eats.
I feel like
tell us about the fucking
talking...
bugs and shit.
Where possible. Oh no, that's something else. Hold on. It looks like it eats mostly
bugs.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. You set me up. You set me up for this. Let me find something about the the pecking. Hold on. Calls drumming. Is that what it is? Oh, Here's something that's actually interesting. As I recover. Drumming is a form of non-vocal communication used by most species of woodpeckers and involves the bill being repeatedly struck on a hard surface with great rapidity. So it's a form of communication, actually. What? I didn't know that. All right. After a pause, the drum. Oh, hold on. After a pause, the drum roll is repeated with each species having a pattern that is unique in the number of beats in the roll,
That's
the
kind of
length
crazy.
of the roll, the length of the gap between the rolls, and the cadence. That's crazy. These are like, they're like legit drummers. Wow. Woodpeckers choose a surface that resonates, such as a hollow tree. Let's see if I can find something about the stupid skull for you. Comparative analysis. Drumming in woodpeckers is controlled by a set of nuclei in the fore. Are you there? Okay. Set of nuclei in the forebrain that closely resembles the brain region that underlie song learning and production in many songbirds. So they do view it as kind of like, why are birds the most like musical animal? Forage. Yeah, man. I don't know what their dumb skulls. Oh, here's the skull. Diagram showing the hyoid bone of a Dendrocopus major. Let's see here. A thickened nicitating membrane closes and protects the. That's to shield its eyes. Woodpeckers have stronger bills that they use for drilling and drumming on trees. They have typically longer, sharper, and stronger. No, hold on. The bill's chisel-like tip is kept sharp by the pecking action on the wood. The beak consists of 3 layers. The outer shell, called the rhamphotheca, made of scales formed from keratin and proteins. Did you know keratin is what horns are made of, as opposed to bone, which is what antlers are made of? And we have transitioned to the tournament. Oh my
Fun animal corner. I'll have to go back and look at more woodpecker facts.
I'm also interested in woodpeckers now. Can we do a tournament of woodpeckers?
No. The tournament today for tournament style is best antler fact. That's right, folks. We're doing antlers today. That's why Guillermo's wearing his lederhosen with a little deer on it. With the antlers.
Hey, that was pretty good. You connected it. Where's the turn? Oh, okay, cool.
So, Guillermo, what's your favorite antlered animal?
A deer, obviously.
I'm partial to the elk because they're huge.
Huge. Which we're gonna learn today does make a difference when it comes to these animals. That's right.
Well, right. A lot of animals. Yeah, the bigger the difference.
Well, yeah, a lot of animals, not humans, though.
So we have 8 antler facts. We're gonna tournament best antler fact. We were looking at all these antlers on our downtime, and we thought, hey, there's a lot of cool facts here, so we're gonna tournament them and find the best one.
Right.
Guillermo, do you have the facts, right? You have the facts ready.
I have the facts are at the ready.
Okay, let's get into the tournament then.
Can the name of the tournament be Antler Facts, like as opposed to Car Facts?
Like with an X?
No, it's Car Facts, like CTS.
No, I don't think that's right.
Oh, well. Yeah, I got the first one. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I'm still recovering a little bit. Okay, fact number 1. Well, I should probably have this like a Wikipedia tab open. 1 second. Okay, fact number 1 is antlers are grown and regrown. We have a couple interesting facts about that as well. And fact number 2 is what they are composed of, which is bone, cartilage, fibrous tissue, skin, nerves, and blood vessels. Do we kind of maybe use this as an opportunity to get into what we discovered antlers are a little bit?
Yeah.
Before we specifically.
What are they?
Well, it's just what makes them different from horns. Do you think people are interested in that? I'll just go into it. So horns we've discovered antlers have them for life. They're also not made of bone. They're made of what was the thing we talked about a minute ago? Keratin, which is like, I don't know, some protein thing. Antlers, unlike horns, are grown and regrown. So this first fact kind of defines antlers. In the Wikipedia, it does say that this is an extension of the animal's skull, and it's specific to the deer family, which I thought is interesting if that's legitimate, which I guess it probably is because we're deferring to this Wikipedia. Didn't know antlers were just deer. If anybody out there can name an animal that's not a deer with antlers, find us on Instagram at the Great Gia, GILE, and Austin A. Garza on Instagram and Twitter. So going back to the facts then, actually, let me get into a little bit about my life. So I actually did grow up.
What?
Just listen, man. You never let me just go, you know? I actually did grow up hunting deer with like my dad. So
fucked,
there's what's
That's
fucked.
fu-
What's fucked?
I'm just
spending
not
time
a
with my
hunter.
father.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay,
I think it's bad.
okay
I think
to
it's
be
fucked.
bad. Deer like
Yeah.
rodents. They're everywhere. There's too many, if anything.
I don't like this.
No,
Usually,
seriously.
you sound like me. I don't.
All right, fine. Look, to be fair, I can count the number of deer I killed on one hand. I'm not going to say the number because to hunters, as opposed to the general population, like I'm going to skew one way or the other of being hated.
You
right?
ate. You used the whole animal.
Sorry.
The ones that you killed, you ate them.
Yeah, we're not like a trophy hunting family. So let me say that one, my dad and I guess me when I hunted with him, specifically hunt deer, hog, sometimes turkey, stuff that we can eat, and we always do eat it, and that's how he feeds his family every winter. That's the justification for the hunting. No, but in all seriousness, yes, anything we've ever, that was a big point almost of pride that like, yes, we eat the animal, the whole animal. You
The
know,
horns
the organs,
too. Or sorry, antlers.
No, we use those as picks, silly. All this is
Why did you
side
want to
rail
bring
too
up
much.
that you're a hunter?
Right, this is what I'm trying to go
It
with.
feels weird
Because
I
I
don't know what you
knew
want.
because I knew some of this about antlers already from that because
You didn't know shit about antlers.
Oh my!
At the beginning of this podcast, you thought they were like
I
20
maybe
antlers
know
on
more
one
than
deer.
I maybe know more than I let on.
You read a set of antlers, and instead of thinking 2, you thought 30.
Literally, the one thing I'm trying to get to is that antlers are grown and regrown yearly at a specific time. Like it is a thing that happens during the fall and winter. It's called like the
Like
rut.
leaves.
Yeah, it's like the changing of the leaves. Exact. I can't tell if you're messing with me.
Just go on, man.
And so
I don't know
that's
why
just-
you had to say that you were a hunter to say these facts.
What do you?
but sure,
I
that's
haven't
fine,
gone.
whatever.
I haven't gone hunting in at least 15 years, right? Or maybe 14 or 15 years. Okay, but it runs in my blood. No, I crave the antlers. I'm just gonna keep
You've
going because
held
it keeps
antlers.
laughing. Yeah, hasn't everybody?
Do you think people know that they're grown and regrown?
No, that's why I'm like get to talking about all this. So
I'm
they're
bringing
grown
it
and
back.
they're grown and regrown. And when you're a hunter, what you do is
what? This part doesn't
just
matter.
listen, man.
None of this part
Just
matters.
oh my god! I'm
It
just
feels
saying,
like you're missing the fact,
if
right?
someone out there wants to be a hunter, I'm just giving them like a tip, right? We want to diversify our audience. So for the hunters out there, what you do is you find on trees where the deer have like scratched their horns to peel off.
Okay, this doesn't
What?
matter. You're missing the facts. You've gone away from the fact of that they're grown and regrown.
I am absolutely dying. This is amazing. Yeah, they're grown and regrown versus what they're composed of, which is bone and
What do you
blood
think is
vessels.
more interesting to people who might not? If you weren't a hunter and you didn't know this stuff, would you be more interested in the fact that they're composed of keratin, similar to like fingernails, and like
No, these
grown?
are composed of bone, actually. Horns
What?
are composed of keratin.
Oh, okay, I see. I understand. These are.
I'm suddenly an expert.
It's
Like-
weird. Sorry, the Wikipedia actually confused me. There's like a paragraph just about horns and the contrast, but the way it says it
Oh, I
confused
see.
me. But
Yeah.
So these are
10?
bone.
Right, they're bone, but
Got
they
it.
also have blood vessels in them, which is the weird. That I think that's the interesting fact about what they're composed of.
You think so?
Is that they have skins, they have nerves, which means they can feel stuff. And they have blood vessels. Like I don't think horns you feel anything. Antlers they actually like if you scratch them or pet them, they would feel it. I think
I wonder if a horn could feel anything. Yeah,
it's like having a fingernail, but you feel it. Like I think that's weird. Or hair, right? Your hair doesn't feel stuff, but it's like weird extension of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'd be odd if it wasn't. Also, though, no.
Yeah, for sure. I just realizing.
So what are
part of it.
you voting for to move on? The fact.
I think the fact that they have like nerves and
Yeah.
like blood vessels is a little more interesting to me.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Did you want to go ahead and finish your hunting stories about them scratching?
No, that's
so
it.
it makes it easier for you to hunt them. I don't.
Well, that's how you track like bucks because they're
to kill
ready
this
to
animal?
mate, essentially. Well, no, what? Well, yeah. So what you do is when they're ready to mate and they're scratching the trees to get the
They're
stuff
ready
off.
to settle down.
Well, they're so horny that you would track them like with like
shh.
female like deer like
They're so
urine and like noises and stuff. And you kill them.
All right. Move on to the next two facts, man.
What, man? It's not like I used a gun. I did it with my bare hands.
That's way worse.
What? Okay. An object primarily. Oh, so fact number 3, I guess. The antlers are an object primarily for sexual attraction or being used as a. I feel like saying weapon is weird, but yeah, like being used as a weapon. Like,
You didn't change it.
nothing came to me. What's a nice way of saying weapon?
Weapon is a nice
tool.
way. That's way worse.
Tool.
That's way
What?
worse. You're
Whoa.
confusing what a weapon is because you think of it in a certain context.
It's a
weapon is
violent
totally
tool.
fine.
a death instrument.
Also way worse.
Okay, well.
And then the next fact.
Yeah, is that larger antlers mean that the animal's more likely to attract mates. So it literally is like size does matter. But if you're a hunter, it also makes it more likely that you're going to kill them. What?
You know what? That's actually kind of fair because it is like the bigger they are, the
harder they fall.
Susceptible you have to be to die. Really.
And probably the more you get like challenged by other deer, I would think maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, this is just similar to like peacocks, right? Like that's what you think of when you think of a male animal trying to impress.
I think that the Wikipedia talked about the horns being a symbol of like security / like strength, similar to peacocking. Because you know that your man can take it because you know your man is fly. No, I don't. How can I? You get where I'm going with this? He's peacocking because he's a There's an interesting side of me I think we're seeing from the lederhosen, which people are not seeing, ironically.
Do you think it's? I mean, it's obvious that it's kind of obvious, right? That they're used for like the bigger they are, the more that you can use it as a weapon and compete and find better mates. But is any of that interesting?
It's the gross reality of the animal kingdom, yeah, or the of nature, I guess we could say. Sorry.
Are most animals like the male is quote unquote prettier because they have to be to like attract, like a lion has that mane, or like a peacock has those colors, or like the antlers are bigger?
I don't know what that statistic looks like, actually. I imagine, yeah, more than 50%, but I actually don't know.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, the animal kingdom. It's all for mating, right? That's all.
Yeah.
It's all for genetics. You see big antlers, you want your kid to have big antlers, so you go for the deer with the big antlers.
I mean, that's the animal kingdom in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I googled, and it's not necessarily true that males are always more attractive than females in the animal kingdom. In some species, such as birds, males have
not
evolved.
always, for sure.
Yeah. Right. I guess that doesn't really tell us the percentage amount. Anyway, I do think the these facts are very similar. I was gonna say the first one's better, but
they are very similar.
I go with with number 3.
If you're a deer that has small antlers, what are you doing?
Oh,
how are you?
I kind of just accept it. I think.
Really?
Yeah. No,
you just
dead.
Don't mate.
Yeah. Well, see, I think I walk into the field and be like, Hunter, take me.
I was about to say, you go find a hunter.
Use me as food for your family for the winter.
They don't.
No, yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, this one.
I was like, no, I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let this one go. He'll be bigger next year. That's actually an interesting fact we kind of didn't include here. They do grow to be bigger as the deer ages.
But if you have small antlers comparatively to other deer at that age, you're probably always going to have smaller antlers than them.
I don't know if that's true, but you're just going to be competing. Yeah,
you think some can be a grower than a shower? Like some can lose them and then eat out.
That's good. Yeah, maybe they peak.
Okay, so let's go with fact 3 then.
Oh yeah,
they're used as a sexual attractant and a weapon.
Yeah,
that's their primary use.
So a tool of violence, we said.
No, we didn't. Go to the next facts.
Okay, so antlers. Fact number 5. Fact number 5: antlers fall off or get shed. And 6, antlers act as large hearing aids in some species of moose, which I'm going to have to look this one up.
This might be one of the cooler facts that I learned about 10 seconds ago, that it somehow helps them hear. Can you tell me how that works? Because that sounds pretty cool.
All right. This is just right off the top of Google. They are some of the most extravagant headgear in the animal kingdom, but a moose's antlers are not just for show. Scientists believe they act as elaborate hearing aids that help males find calling females. A study has found that the antlers' sound gathering qualities boost the hearing of the animals as 19%. Oh, is this just a like an acoustics thing because of their like concave shape?
Yeah, it has to be, right?
That's pretty interesting. Yeah,
it just guides the sound.
That's pretty great. Yeah, so I'm looking at this picture in this article and I can see how that would work. Also,
man, that's straight up just evolution, because it's just all for mating. So it's literally just
it's sometimes wild to think about. I mean, because evolution took millions, if not it's millions of years, right? Or is it billions of years?
It's a lot of years. I would say millions, but yeah.
And it is like, if evolution is real, it is just stuff like that like
no, it is
literally evolved into.
It literally is. They're like,
they
evolution
just made it more,
won't
right?
happen if its primary use isn't for reproducing,
for reproduction.
really. Well, surviving, which goes into reproduction. Yeah, some happen when you to survive other ways, but it is mainly
right because the gene. I mean, I think it's just that survival equaled you that it could
keeps
reproduce,
going.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But just thinking about something funny like this of like the moose with better hearing reproduced more because they could find the females. Like like how does this even happen? Science is insane.
That's a pretty good fact.
That's
going up against
I think that's how
the
it works.
antlers falling off. I mean, that's cool, but
yeah, and I just want to like and I'm like Googling this to make sure, but I mean the whole antler falls off, which is crazy.
Yeah.
If you imagine like the side, like a big antler, like big set of antlers on a deer, and that whole thing falls off and regrows in a year, I think that's pretty insane.
That is pretty crazy. Yeah.
Some of this is gross.
Seeing a deer without any antlers though would be kind of embarrassing, right? Like you got to stay away for a little bit when your antlers fall off.
Yeah, what do they do in the off time?
If you're the first guy who loses their antlers, like they kind of make fun of you. But it is kind of like it's like losing your two front teeth, right? It's like you're the first one to do it, and you're gonna get big teeth soon, but you look stupid in the meantime.
I think that's exactly what it is, but it happens every year, and they need it to reproduce.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go with the hearing aids from meese.
That sounds good.
Yep,
for meese. The last two facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Female reindeer have antlers. I think it said only female and caribou. Female reindeer and caribou have antlers in the species. And the last fact is antlers grow from the ends or the tips as opposed to growing from the root.
From the head. Mm.
Yeah. Which, here's a little trivia fact. Austin, does your hair grow from the root or from the tip?
I would guess root, but I don't know.
Yeah, you got it. That's it. Yeah. That's why the ends get like if
dead.
you have dead ends.
Yeah. And the color, you can see color change out. Like if you have colored hair.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that is interesting. That's kind of weird that they grow from the tip. I don't know.
Antlers are kind of an interesting, weird thing.
Yeah.
And I say that not only as a hunter, but as a normal human, a civilian, if you will.
What do you think of the female reindeer having that Dasher and Prancer and Vixen all have antlers?
Yeah, I think that's pretty fun. My brain, just because I'm in this frame of mind right now, kind of goes to, again, the scientific and evolutionary, like, how did that work? Or why did that work?
One possible reason that females of the species evolved antlers is to clear away snow so they can eat vegetation. So that's one where it's survival that way. That's kind of interesting. Another possible reason, it sounds like they don't know because that says one possible. And then another possible reason is for female competition during winter foraging.
Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. I think that's a cool fact. I think both of these are the same for me as far as
males shed their antlers prior to winter, while female antlers are retained throughout winter. So they're kind of like the ones in charge.
They never grow them. That's kind of cool. Imagine like winter for like reindeer, and all the females have like antlers.
Yeah, you got to get that female with the biggest antlers to help you get some food under all that snow.
Would you ever date a reindeer with bigger antlers than you?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm okay with her making more money, or
Yeah.
In fact, I'd probably look for it.
I could see that. I agree.
Yeah.
Not like in general, yeah.
So which one do you think is more interesting? I'm gonna go with the female reindeer, but if you like that they grow from the tips, I'm okay with that too.
No, I can go with the female reindeer for sure.
Do you have any honorable mention facts?
Antlers are not horns.
Nice.
That's my fact. Oh, and horns are not antlers. Not related at all. That's it.
Okay.
Ooh. the word antler comes from an old French word, andouille, which I think is a term for sausage, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I like it. Okay, so we have what they're composed of going up against that their primary objective is for sexual attraction and a weapon.
I almost think what they're made of is more interesting. Again, I just see them as bone, but they're kind of not really bone.
I think it's
They're
pretty
living...
surprising that their primary objective is for what it is. I mean, it's like obvious, but it's kind of like maybe you would think something else, but
some other reason.
Yeah, but that is
like poking little berries out of a tree and
something,
like eating them.
But yeah, no, I do think what they're made of. I think a lot of people don't know that, and I think a lot of people could guess the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, cool.
Yeah. And then next up we have hearing aids for moose, for meese, and then female reindeer have antlers. So
I like both of these. Maybe I'm leaning a little towards the hearing aids, but I think you won me over a little bit now that we're talking about the female reindeer having antlers in the semifinals.
Yeah, this one's tough. Both strong for me. Yeah.
These could be my top two for the tournament.
I'm gonna go with the female reindeer have antlers because maybe sometimes it could be a curse to hear better too. Maybe you don't want it amplified. You know what I mean?
I mean, evolutionarily, that's incorrect, but
well, maybe you don't want it amplified all the time. Like you want it to survive and reproduce.
You can't shut them off.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like these. Wait a minute. It sounds like these moose lose their antlers. So do they have worse hearing half of the year?
They have to.
Oh, this is so wild. They regrow that whole thing. If everything we're saying is correct, they regrow those big ass antlers. So
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, we could. I like that one. Female reindeer have antlers.
Okay, and then the finals we have what they're made of, and then versus female reindeer have them.
I think I go with the female reindeer have antlers.
I think I do too. I think
cool.
Female reindeers are pimps too.
Yeah. The hearing one gets second for me. So yeah, this works.
Nice.
I like it.
And that is your tournament, the best antler fact for tournament style. So Rudolph, maybe a girl.
Could be.
Who knows?
Well, no, because only male reindeer have red nose.
Oh, that's right. Get them a plug. Shout outs here.
If you want to see me in Lederhosen, come out to Classical Trivia Night, Brutorium Brew Pub and Kitchen in Austin, Texas.
Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate all the listeners here on Tournament Style. You can find more from me at Austin A. Garza on Twitter and Instagram. You can find Guillermo at The Great Guia on Twitter and Instagram. But yes, if you enjoyed, please rate, review, and subscribe. And if you really, really, really enjoyed, please tell a friend about the podcast. Honestly, just you listening to it really helps us out. It'd be nice if you told a friend, but as long as you keep listening and coming back, that's also very much appreciated.
Oh, we appreciate you.
Yep. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Tournament Style. Bye.
We'd love if you shouted out our podcast blank, and then they go on to explain the podcast.